Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mama Likey. Tonight we're making Italian casserole. This is what you're going to need. A pound of ground beef, you're going to need a tablespoon of salt, a little bit of pepper, a garlic clove, finely chopped. I'm actually going to use 2 because I like garlic. You're going to need probably about 1/4 of an onion, and we're going to chop that up. You're going to need 2 2/3 cups of water, 2/3 cups of milk, 1/4 of a cup of butter or margarine. You're going to need, 2 2/3 cups of mashed potato flakes. You're going to need a can of tomato sauce, which you can use whole tomatoes if you choose to. I don't like tomatoes and I don't have any, so. And then you're going to need mozzarella cheese, about 4 ounces. You're also going to need an oven and a stove, a large glass or metal baking pan, and a skillet and a spatula, and a knife and a cutting board and all that good stuff. So, let's head over to the kitchen and get started. Okay, a couple of quick things. Prep time on this should be about 15 to 20 minutes, and the bake time is going to be about half an hour. This is trial by error as usual for me because I stole this recipe kind of from BettyCrocker.com. I had some things laying around the house. I wanted to know what I could do with them, which is a good idea for you if you have random things and you're like, what can I throw together? So the tomato sauce, we're going to see how that turns out because they said use tomatoes. I'm modifying it, which you can do too. Remember, you can use green peppers, you can put in artichokes, you can do whatever you want. Add some spinach to it if you like to. Be creative because that's how Mama Likey likes it. So let's get started. We join this meal already in progress. Okay. As you can see, I've gone ahead and taken my ground beef, which was actually a little bit over a pound. I minced up 2 cloves of garlic and about 1/4 of a fresh onion. I put them into my pan and I am browning them now. I added a little bit of oil to it. I kind of wanted to add some green pepper, but I think Mama doesn't want her stomach to be all screwed up in the morning. Oh, that'd be bad. So, no green pepper tonight because oh God, gives me the worst acid. Anyway, I'm going to let this brown, and then we're going to go ahead and get the potatoes ready. And if you don't know how to make instant mashed potatoes, that's just sad. Stop now, okay? I happen to have Betty Crocker potato buds, and that's what led me to go to their website. Anyway, so if you have these, what you're going to do is use the servings of 6 to 7 people. You're going to need 2 2/3 cups of water, 2/3 cups of milk, and 2 2/3 cups of potato buds. You're also going to need 1/4 cup of margarine or butter, a tablespoon of salt. I'm sorry, teaspoon. Tablespoon would kill ya, but I like salt. And then you're going to need to microwave it for 4 to 5 minutes, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do it on the stove. So ignore that last part. Bam! Oops, it's 2 2/3 cups, so double bam! 2/3 of a cup of milk. Bam! Margarine. 1/4 of a cup of margarine. Bam! That's what would my potatoes be without some salt. Alright. I like a lot of salt. Oh, we're gonna lose me early! Oh. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna turn the flame, and get her going. Bring it to a boil, and then we'll show you what we do from there. Oh, by the way, our beef is just about done, but as you can see, there is quite a lot of grease in there. We're going to have to strain it. I probably won't be able to show you that on camera, but strain the grease out of your beef before you make the casserole. Okay, as you can see, my milk, water, and butter and salt is boiling. I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer because my margarine was frozen, actually. Then I'll remove it from the heat, add the potatoes, whip them together, and we'll put it into the casserole dish, and I'll show you how that's done. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then you want to coat your baking dish with this spray or the butter. Yes. You want to take your potatoes. Remember, don't make them too thick and don't make them too thin. It's kind of, it's kind of difficult to do, but if they're too thin, remember you're going to have the sauce in there, so you don't want it to be like a watery mess. It's supposed to be a casserole. Because they're so dry, I'm physically using my hands to press these out, which is okay because, you know what, I'm the only one who's eating this. You can do it however you like, use a spatula. I'm kind of unconventional, and I don't really care. Shit, how am I going to turn off the camera? Oh well. Okay, now that I've got my potatoes smashed out, we're going to go ahead and add in the hamburger. It just goes right on top. So just kind of ladle that out. And probably come out in a big clump, and then what you want to do is spread it around evenly. Make sure you get all the garlic and the onions, because that's what gives it the flavor. Remember, you strained your grease, so you should be pretty good. And there we go, and we're going to work that around just like that. Okay, I used Hunt's tomato sauce, actually Hunt's meat sauce, which is what my mom always used. I used about 3/4 of the can, and this is what we ended up with. You want to make sure that you coat the casserole, but more than just coat it, make sure that you have a little bit extra on there because you don't want it to be too dry. Okay, so I've added my shredded mozzarella cheese. I just used Borden cheese. You can use whatever you like. You can fresh grate mozzarella if you want to. In addition, you can also make mashed potatoes out of regular potatoes if you want to. Do anything you want. But now, our oven is preheated. We're going to go ahead and take our casserole. We're going to drop that on in the oven. And we're going to set the timer for 30 minutes. We're going to hit start. And in about 30 minutes, it should be done. And after about 30 minutes, this is what your casserole should look like. I'm likey. Or I'm about to, because I'm going to have some. So, I hope you make this meal. I hope that you and your friends and family enjoy it about as much as I'm going to, because I am starving. I'm going to have some. Please check to the side. I'm going to list the ingredients and all the directions, and keep checking back on imcook.com and YouTube, because I will post this video and many others to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.